Hello there, thank you very much for coming to this video. In this video, I'll just show you really quickly why this could possibly be the end of online courses if you're not following this. But if you are following this, then it could just be that you're going to replace 99% of everyone else. So what am I talking about? Am I really this crazy to think this? Well, I read an article on LinkedIn on why it's so hard to make money selling courses online. And it got me thinking because they were talking about in this article, I can show you the article right here, by the way. It's literally here. In this article, to summarize it, they were talking about the biggest hurdles of online course sales or to have a successful online course. And literally 95% of people said the biggest hurdle is to get sales for your course, because once it's developed, it's kind of there. You'll just have to shout to the community. You'll have to talk to them, be nice, teach them. But that is teaching them something you already know. So the actual problem is getting sales. So if I were to start an online course today that I wanted to be more successful than anything, then what I would do is I would use Whop Content Rewards. So what is Whop Content Rewards? Well, Whop Content Rewards is essentially like paid ads, but a lot better. Because you see, with paid ads, you're paying these platforms like TikTok, like Instagram, like Facebook, upwards of $10 to $15 for every 1,000 views just to promote your content as ads. And the problem with ads is that there's really no trust behind it, because as the consumer, you're scrolling on these apps. You're scrolling there for entertainment, and then an ad pops up. Most people, including myself, have been in the position where we think that these ads are kind of annoying. Like, you don't really take them into account because you don't really trust them, because it's just ads. Like, someone's paying you, the platforms, to show this content to you. So what I would do instead of doing paid ads, because it's also very expensive, is use Whop Content Rewards, because it has all the trust from organic marketing. Because instead of paying these platforms to promote the content, you're actually opening up an opportunity for creators to promote your content. So it has all the benefits from organic marketing, which is just creators creating content about your service or product or course in this case. Then these people will drive traffic to your course. So it has all the organic benefits, and in a paid ads format, because you don't have to create these content pieces yourself. Also, another aspect of this is that the typical price for these content rewards is somewhere between $1 to $2.50 for every 1,000 views. That means that it can go as low as 10% of the price for paid ads you're paying these creators instead. And these creators are very happy because they can monetize this very easily, and you can get a lot better results. So it's just a win-win scenario. Because these creators are using your marketing budget to get paid, and you're using these creators to get a lot more out of your marketing budget to get your some customers. That means that instead of paying $10 for 1,000 views, you're paying $1 to $2 for 1,000 views. So it can go as low as 10% of the price. And then also these views, even though they're cheaper, they're actually performing a lot better because they're backed by creators, they're backed by their brand. That means that these creators are actually the views you're getting from these creators are a lot more valuable, because it's not an ad in their case. It's a creator that's talking about this. And if you do this at a large enough scale, you'll have an army of hundreds or even thousands of creators are promoting your content. And this is exactly what Andrew Tate did with Hustlers University, and why he were able to grow that to a $10 million a month business. This is the same thing with what Iman Galzi does. This is what the same thing like all these large course sellers are doing. And you can see this because there are so many pages that stays called like Hustlers University Flipping or Iman Galzi fan page, and these are all promoting their courses. So what I would do, this is just makes sense. It's cheaper, it has better results. So how would I actually go about doing this if I've created a course? Well, super simple. All you would do is go to whop.new. Now, once at whop.new, you'll just create yourself a Whop. A Whop is a community that will be used to host your content reward. The content reward is opportunity that you've opened up for creators to promote your course. So you just click create a new organization, click continue, put in your name here. Now let's spam something, and tell a little bit about this community, and then select a link for the community. Now, I already have 4 Whops, so I'm not going to spam Whop. We're just creating a bunch of unnecessary communities. So you just click continue. It's going to take 10 seconds, and then your Whop is live. And then you can, of course, add some aesthetics to it if you want to add a logo, add some banners, add some info, whatever the case is. But the important thing is, let me actually move this, is once this is done, then you'll go to the Discover page on the left-hand side. And you'll go to Content Rewards and click the plus sign. Now, when you click the plus sign, you'll be able to create content rewards. Just select the correct Whop you just created and you want this to be within. And you just add in this basic information. All of this is super self-explanatory. The only thing I'll go in depth on right now is the requirements, because the requirements is something that is super important. Because if you're looking to promote a course, I would recommend you, of course, do it worldwide because it's just a larger market. But in certain cases, you're geographically limited in your course, especially if, let's say, this is a US-based educational course or something like that. Then I would, of course, one of the requirements would be that the creators that you are promoting your content must promote it to a US audience, or must have, let's say, over 75% of audience from the US. Or stuff like that. Because in here is where you can control the content that is getting promoted. So what we recommend is to set this all parallelly. If this is a clipping type, then you would of course have the reward rate slightly lower. But if you have it as a UGC, then it's also more effort from the creator and have the reward rate a little bit higher. The typical reward rate is within the $1 to $2.5 per month views, in my opinion. Just remember that these creators are trying to actually make a living of this. Some of them are making some extra money, but everyone is working honestly parallelly. So set this all up parallelly and make sure that they have a very clear understanding of what you're looking for, because in the content, because they need to have their directions as well. So make sure that this is all parallelly done. Make sure that it's clear what you're looking for. And if you're looking for any call to actions to your website, specify that in the requirements. Or if you're looking at any links in bio, then also specify that, because these two things I definitely recommend if you're trying to sell courses. Now, to even take this a step further, you could also even host your course on Whop. I'll go into that in a future video because that is something that's really, really good. And that also makes it so you can get these creators to use affiliate links. They can actually get paid for each customer they refer to your community as well. So that's just taking a step further to just make sure that everything is just even better. Once this is done, then you would just finish this up, click continue, top up the balance, and then your content rewards live. And then from there, it's just a matter of deciding if you want to open this up to everyone to use, or if you're going to invite specific creators. But that's just your choice. Now, that's pretty much it for today. I know a lot of people in the comments will ask about, hey, what if someone just uses up all my budget? Well, they submits videos are bad, and then I'll pay for them. Well, that's not really the case, because with these content rewards, you'll actually have to manually approve or decline all submissions. And if the submissions follow the requirements, then you will of course approve them. And if you don't, then you would decline them. So you're in complete and utter control. There is nothing bad that can happen. This is just the next way of marketing. This is something I recommend you get on. If this has helped you whatsoever, then please let me know in the comments below. If this was absolute dog shit as well, then also let me know in the comments below. And yeah.